All right, you ready for this trip?
I am ready.
All right, let's do it.
London, here we come.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. An 8-hour flight.
I'm tired.
Yes.
We are going to hit the ground hard in the morning.
Ooh, and I got to drive on the other side of the road. Okay, well, we were all ready to get on the plane. In fact, half the people were. Yeah, half the people were on the plane, and then the mechanical issue happened. And then all the people on the plane had to get back off, even had to take their bags back off. Even the bags that were gate checked had to get back off. So, maintenance issue, now we're going to be delayed by about close to an hour. And yeah, so that's how it goes. Well, finally, after multiple delays, we are finally boarding at 9:43 p.m. So as soon as we can get through boarding, we'll take off, I suppose. We are on the plane. What time is it?
9:58.
At 9:58, we are on the plane. We've been on the plane about 2 minutes. We just got settled, but finally. When you land at London Heathrow, you just follow the signs toward the baggage claim. It'll take you to the passport control, otherwise known as customs. You'll go through that before you get your bags. And you'll go to the bathroom before you go through that. Maybe. All right, the first meal in London is at none other but Poppy's Fish and Chips. Welcome to day 2 in London. So much to see, so much to do. Today we've got a lot on the agenda. We've had a great breakfast. Let me show you just a few aspects of this room. Obviously you see our view. I don't know if you're going to see it, but we've got a bridge view here at the Tower Hotel. I'll turn it around and show you, and then I want to show you a couple of the amenities in here. So that's the view when you look out the window. It's just amazing. So when you book a room here at the tower, just book the bridge view, and breathtaking view here, wonderful. I wanted to talk just briefly about the electricity situation. This is an American plug, but it doesn't work. I can't say it's gonna be like this in all the rooms, but it doesn't work in this one. This USB-C here, I tried to use to charge the phones, and I kept getting a message that it's too much power. This, my European plug doesn't fit in that. So I have to research and find out what kind of plug that is. In your closet, you're going to have ironing board with a heater. Now right now, this morning, it's about 55 degrees. It's gonna get up in the 60s today, maybe the 70s. Get your extra towel. We thought that the room only had one towel, and then we opened this door and found this extra towel. So get your safe. But when you come, be prepared for the electricity situation. Now, it is my understanding that you're looking at the London Bridge, not the London Bridge that the song is named after, because that one now resides in Arizona, to my understanding. But that is the current London Bridge. Well, we've walked quite a ways today. Quite a ways indeed. How you feeling with your broke toe?
It hurts, but man, I am pushing through.
You are a warrior.
I gotta be.
Yep. Getting our first look at the Elizabeth Tower, Big Ben, and the House of Parliament. I think that's what that's called. And then right beyond that tree right there is the London Eye. Here's G doing her thing. She is so good at taking photographs. All right, headed to the toilet restroom here next to Buckingham Palace in the St. James Park. In order to get in, you got to take a MasterCard or a Visa.
Please present your card. Authorizing.
And tap it, and then it'll open. 27 cents, by the way. All right, guys, there's a shot of our hotel from the bridge. Tower Hotel, right next to the Tower Bridge. And if you stay at the Tower Hotel, a couple things to be aware of. You got a Costa Coffee right next door, actually a part of the building. And then there is a Tesco very close. Tesco Express, and that's a place where you can get some snacks and things like that without breaking the budget. Yes, so Tesco Express just a few hundred feet down from the hotel. Well, this is Friday, 12th of September. I just left the hotel. It's about a mile walk to go to where we had to park the car. And so far today, the weather is beautiful. It's about 55 degrees right now. A little colder than what I'm used to, but we'll get past it. It's supposed to rain some more this week. So, well, we have left the hotel. We have cleared somewhat the city of London, probably driven, I don't know, 10 miles or so, I'm guessing. But we are headed to Dover, Canterbury. Am I doing okay driving?
I think you're doing a great job. I'm a little nervous, but that's me and other people, not you. You're doing yeah, I think you've got it.
I'm trying.
I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Sure you could.
Can't even drive an Ocala.
All right, we're here in Canterbury. We found a place to park. Hey G, where are you?
We are at the Westgate Gardens in Canterbury.
Are you tired? A little bit?
A lot.
Okay.
But it's a good tire.
Tell me the cool thing about Westgate Gardens that you wanted to come and see.
I wanted to see them doing the punting, which is they have the boats on this little canal.
Yes.
And then also, I had promised Leela that I would get all the pictures of the swans.
Okay.
So we already found 2.
All right. Awesome.
And the castle, Canterbury Castle, is right over there.
Look at that. All right. We've arrived at our guest house on 89 Maison du Road in Dover. We're going to be here for 2 nights. We'll show you the room in just a little bit, but I want to touch base on that parking situation when we left Canterbury. You drive through the gate and just go park, and then before you leave out, you go over and pay at the kiosk, and you'll need your license plate number to your rental, and then you just type it in, and when you go out, the camera takes a picture of your license plate, and then you've already paid, and it's in the system, and it lets you out. But it's about 20 miles-ish from Canterbury to Dover. And we will show you the room in just a second. This is basically the room here at 89 Maison du Road Guest House. It's a bed and a room to sleep in. You've got a little table over there with a bay window. And I'm sorry that I didn't make the bed up. This was just for the purpose of showing you what you get. And there is a little place for hanging your clothing here. And that's basically it. And you got a nice hot shower, bathroom in here. So I definitely recommend the place. And its instructions are sent to you the night before you arrive on how to check in. So it's very easy. This is where you will retrieve your keys. It'll have instructions on which key to use to get into the front door. And then it'll tell you what your room number is. And there's one of the other rooms that's ready. 3 beds, has a bathroom over there. Teapot, fan, small TV. And this is what ours looks like, just like it did. Oh, hey, it's day 4. We're in Dover, and it's raining, and it's cool, and we're layered up. So the plan is today to go out and see the White Cliffs of Dover, and obviously the area, and at least see Dover Castle from afar, if not up close, however we can do it. Alrighty, we are about a half a mile from our hotel or guest house in that direction, and we are at the entry to Dover Castle. And by the way, if you're going to be driving down here in Dover, just be aware that they are very proud of their speed cameras, and they're checking you at all times. That's pretty much London in general. Probably all over England.
I think you're too close.
Well, we made it up here. We're just not sure where to go from here, but I do see people standing in line for something, so. guys, we're at the oldest pub in Dover, established in 1365. This is called the White Horse. And she got steak and chips. That's flat iron steak. And I got fish and chips. Look at that. We're at St. Margaret's Bay Beach this morning. First stop, day 5, on our way to Weymouth. But before we make our way to the guest house over there, we're going to be stopping at the Seven Sisters. So, beautiful cliffs here. this is just a little look at the dashboard. Drive, neutral, and reverse. No such thing as park here. To park it, you put it in neutral and you pull the emergency brake. And then that's the navigation system I was talking about. It tells you right here, it will tell you what's the next place for gas and such. And this is an automatic, but it's my understanding that the standard shift for the footwork would still be the same. So the next time I'm going to get the standard shift. Anyway, that's what the dashboard looks like. And this little car is getting like 59 miles per gallon, so I'm pretty happy about that. Finished with Dirtle Door, and that was, in my mind, perhaps the most amazing sights that we've seen.
Yes.
Yeah, so
In my lifetime.
yeah.
I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Hey, look, Mom, I'm driving on the opposite side of the car.
I see that. No hands.
I'm using my hands.
In a quarter mile, leave the roundabout at the second exit.
Look at that. Kind of strange.
Now let's see this roundabout here.
Ooh.
Leave at the second exit.
Ooh.
Now leave the roundabout.
Okay. We left the roundabout.
past few days we have been staying at the Aaron Guest House. And that window that's open up there, that was our bedroom window. Very quaint little guest house. We enjoyed it, and it's right here on what would be considered the Strip. That carnival wasn't in operation during our stay, but hey, still a nice place. Look at this view. All right, we left our bed and breakfast, guest room, whatever you want to call it, there in where was it? Weymouth. The Aaron Guest House, and we headed directly to Stonehenge, and we're here. So if you've never been to Stonehenge, I'll give you the lowdown as of this date. Parking is going to be American dollars, about $4.05, something like that. And then to get in was $84.55. And in pounds, that's something like 62 pounds or something like that. So now we're walking. It's a 30-minute walk. Opens at 9:30, and it's about 9:15 right now. And the buses start running at 9:30, but we decided to go ahead and walk. So, and the buses will probably pass us up because it's a 30-minute walk. But it's like in the middle of nowhere.
We accidentally passed it on the road.
So yes, as we were driving, this is interesting to note that as we were driving, the GPS took us to a road that is actually no longer in use and said, "You have arrived at your location." We could see Stonehenge as we passed by, but once we got to the end of where the GPS was taking us, there was nowhere to turn or park, so we had to go and follow the local signs on the road to get to the exhibition. So we're here.
Morning, guys. Very well, thank you. Nah, you're all good. Checked and scanned by my colleague doing this.
Yes, thank you.
It will do that. So the one laying in there is it?
We decided to take a drive down into Wales and have lunch, and ended up in a little place called Tintern Valley. And lo and behold, here's a castle ruins.
Abbey, actually.
It's a abbey, sorry. But look how awesome that looks. Wow. Apparently it's under renovation. So it'll be neat to see what they do with it. And here is our lodging location for September 16th through the 19th. It's called Eastwood Country House Lodge in Watton Underwood. And it's beautiful. We'll show you the room in a second. All right, we are in room number 3 on the second floor. Look at the carpet. I've already messed the bed up by lying down on it when I first came in. My apologies. Our view is of the countryside. Of course, I think if you have an outer room, that's going to be your view too, because this is in the country and has a fan. That's important. And the artwork up there, over here, a little closet, a tea pot, coffee pot, and some extras in there. And look at this bathroom, very nice bathroom. All right. Okay, we are here at Watton Under Edge, and we found a working phone booth. It has a phone in there. It actually works. And we are headed to see the William Tyndall Monument. We had to just find a place to park, and it's a walk it's a 15-minute walk, it says. All right. Here we are deep in the forest in England. Who would have thunk it? But we are nestled pretty deep in here to go see the Tyndall Monument. Now, William Tyndall is the one who translated the Bible to English, it's my understanding. I'll clarify that here in just a little bit as soon as we get up there. I'm ashamed of myself for not knowing already. But what I also noticed is, I'll show you this path here. That's what this path has looked like all the way up. Right there's G, way down there. Now again, she's got a broken toe, so she's a ranger trooper for even getting here. But that's what this path has looked like. And if it were somebody else that this monument was erected for, probably would be paved, steps, handrails, parking, and all of that. But since this guy was the one who translated the Bible into English, they're like, well, let's carve him a dirt path and that'll be good enough. That's probably what this frame of thought was. Anyway, if you want to come and visit this place, you'll have to find parking as best you can, because there are no designated parking spots. Well, we found it, but again, my theory is kind of true there, that there's not a whole lot of markings. is today?
19th.
All right, today's the 18th of September. What day of our travel is it?
8?
It's day 8 of our travel, and today we're in Wales. We've driven over to
Newport, Wales.
the little town of Newport, Wales. This town is not touristy, not in our opinion. The reason we came over here is, number one, G wanted to come to Wales. So this is actually our second time to Wales. And the reason is she wanted to find a sweatshirt with Wales on it, specifically. Now, she had in her mind's eye, that she was going to find a blue sweatshirt with white letters. She did not find the blue sweatshirt with white letters, but instead she found a black shirt with very pretty embroidery with Wales on it. So she was able to at least get something with Wales. But that's the reason we came back over here. Now, I was able to pick this hat up. Now, it was 5 pounds, 4 pounds, which came up to like $6 and change in American
Which was
money.
like cheap price, but
But
it's made in China.
It's made in China, but
Definitely not the hat that he bought the other day.
yeah, it's not as good as the one I bought the other day. But
It's not,
I guess
it's not a Harrison tweed, if you know what that is.
yes.
You know.
And we're standing on a walking bridge, a suspension bridge. You can see above. That's where we're standing here in the city
Cute
of.
little town.
Yeah, it's a cute town. So if you come to Wales or near Wales, we would recommend you just drive on over and pay a visit. It's not very touristy at all.
Definitely go to 10 Turn though.
10 turn.
It's got a lot of history there, and I think we're going to drive over to Cardiff, right?
We're going to drive down to Cardiff and probably do a driving tour and then drive back. One thing that's important to know, you might have heard the old saying, a country mile, right? Well, I'm changing my saying to an English mile,
Yes.
because an English mile seems like it's longer than an American mile because there's so many turnabouts.
If it says 10 miles, it's going to be 24.
So I said that because we have like 20 more miles to go, but it's probably going to feel like 40.
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
a lot of roundabouts.
Lots.
I like that new word, roundabout.
Roundabout.
10,
Yeah. All right, we'll see you later. All right, we are where the cheese rolling competition takes place. It's called Cooper's Hill, and we were just talking to a fine young gentleman who bought a cottage 100 yards away for £500,000, which means it's probably about $750,000. But he said last year someone actually broke their neck during the competition, and he wasn't sure, but he thinks they're from America. All right, this is as far. All right, this is as far up as I'm going. That's still about 100 feet away. I cannot imagine running down this hill for a piece of cheese. But on the flip side, look at that view. Cooper's Hill. And down there's G. Hey, G. All right. Now we are at the Cotswolds, specifically Stow on the Wold, but we're going to be seeing as much as we can. We have dedicated this day. I think this is day 9.
I think so.
It's day 9 or
so.
10. It's the 19th of September, whatever day that makes it. And so we're going to try to see as much as we can. It's also helpful to remember that people live here, so it's not just a sightseeing location. It's a place where people live, so we got to be careful, considerate. having lunch at Box Bush, and this is what the sandwiches look like. That's a Reuben, and that is a pork sandwich. We got Diet Cola and water that's produced locally.
Drink no evil.
Drink no evil or sugar, which is the same thing, maybe. And that is the iconic shot of the Cotswolds, I do believe. And this is what it looks like surrounding it. Probably what you don't see as much of. All right, so you enter in, you come on the left, you got the bathroom. I haven't even turned the lights on yet. Pretty nice setup there. Got a closet here. It's got your ironing board, iron, and it actually comes with a fan. We're in room 115, by the way. So 115 comes with a fan, which makes G very happy. Does it make you very happy?
I was praising Jesus. Let me tell you.
Yes. And there's double bed, king bed, I guess. And it's got a couch, love seat, whatever, desk. And outside the courtyard, some mature trees, got some apple trees over there. We've been really loving the fact that there's apples just about everywhere we've been going. We will probably pick a couple of those apples. We did at the last place. Looks like a very nice place here. Watley Hotel. We are literally a 5-minute walk from our hotel, and there's this strip that's got every kind of store, and it's not touristy.
Yeah.
Totally not touristy. It's where the locals shop. There's a
Really nice.
British Heart Foundation that's equivalent to the American Red Cross type thing.
Thrift store.
Thrift store. There is we just went in a little store we went in to get the toothbrush.
I don't know what it was called, but anything you could possibly. I got dry shampoo. Anything you could need or want is in that little store. No, not clothing, but like.
There's barbershops,
Yeah.
convenience stores. There's Greg's where you can get some breakfast.
We don't need that.
Subway.
We had our full English breakfast this morning.
There's a Subway. There's restaurants. You name it. Optical
really,
shops.
really nice little place.
5 minutes away. We have finally made it to Broughton Castle. We are in the cemetery next to the church, right on the outside of the castle moat. Getting here was a chore because there's not a ton of signage, but obviously it's doable. Just got to pay attention. Church behind me there. The grounds are well maintained. This is only open from 2 to 5, a few days a week. And it's no longer in the Broughton family. It's not been in the Broughton family since several years after it was built. Smells like a Baptist church. There she is, Broughton Castle. Too bad it's not still in the Broughton family. It was built by Sir John de Broughton along with the church out the side of the moat in 1300, something like that. But it was sold in 1377 and then upgraded throughout the years. And it's now commonly, and now it's used a lot of times for filming locations. I think Two Men and a Baby were filmed here and various other scenes in various movies. But, yep, Broughton Castle.
You see that most of the armour's got dents and you think that's from battles?
Yeah. What do you mean by 1537?
Some will bring in maybe something safe for their own walls. These are all cupboards.
But you can see those, yes.
Pretty haunted as well.
Look at that.
You used to be in a big
They're not used anymore, they're too dangerous.
Yeah.
Bed.
We're almost to the top.
The encampment of the English force.
We're almost to the top, I think. Rock shingles. Well, we can't go any higher than we are right now in Broughton Castle. Overlooking the front courtyard, the entry, the church, the moat. It's a beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. Now when you get here, where you park is the only bathrooms right there in that building behind me. That's going to be the only location for bathrooms here, so if you need to go, make sure you go before you go in the castle. We are at our last place of lodging here on our trip to London, and it is the Plough Inn, and it's close to Dorking. And this is a very cute,
Very cute room.
very
Cute
cute
place.
room, very
Old
very
farmhouse.
old. All right, turn it. So that's the door you come in. Here's a little closet of sorts here. Light switch, probably a thermostat here, maybe. I don't know. Light switch. There's the bed. There's the G. Nice, TV, dresser. The bathroom's been updated quite a bit there. Nice shower. All right. Yep, nice place. We're only going to be here one night. And here's our view. What is our view of
Well,
anyway?
you've got the garden, and you
Yeah.
have other guest houses out there. Tables, share places to eat.
If you go to Google and Google this property, the Plough Inn in Dorking area, you're going to find it's probably in the middle of nowhere.
It kind of is.
Because to get to this place, we had to go down almost 3 miles of road that was just wide enough for one Fiat. And lots of overhanging trees made it feel like we were in a tunnel, blocked from all
But
sunlight,
it was so cool.
middle of nowhere.
It's really cool out here. It might not be your taste in places to stay, but it's not the Four Seasons. But we don't like the Four Seasons kind of style. This is definitely our style of places to stay, and it's just really quaint and cozy and comfortable. So if that's your kind of place, check it out.
Perfect timing too, because
Yeah.
I think we need a nap. One of us do anyway.
Tea and a nap.
And tea.
Afternoon tea and a nap.
All right. By the way, this is probably the last clip. We're going to have dinner later here, and we're going to head to the airport tomorrow. I'm not going to really focus on the airport, but want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.